Hello there, emo. Dang, that's time. Xavier, Deshaun, what is it? What time is it? Someone has like a sore throat. Hello there, Monster Game Show. Oh my god, hello, buddy. Haven't seen you in such a long time, Kevin. Yep, that's the name, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hey, Cheddar. Yes, I am back. Yes, it is time for the. I'm not about to yell that, but yes, yeah. Hello, Kirsten. Haven't seen y'all. Seen y'all. Damn, we got like 6 people up in here. Jesus. Please don't understand. We're back in the lovely room. It's been what, two weeks, something like that. Ain't that charger? Okay, that's better. Anyway, what is up, you guys? Welcome back. It has been a good little minute. Good little minute. Yes, we have. We heard. CD Sean told you somebody was gonna bring it up, and I thought it would be you. To be honest, I had my best on you because I know how you are. But yes, before we get to that, welcome back everybody to the stream. I know it's been a pretty good few days. And oh, look at that! I almost forgot about you, D. Sean. I wonder if I got the other. I forgot if we changed that out. But to wear it all. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. So let's talk about the biggest news today that kind of like was I knew about it, but I didn't say anything until like the timing was right. So long story short, Deshaun kind of sent it in the server that he was in a group chat about Jeremy leaving and stuff. And I want to clarify that real quick before we kind of get into that announcement. So Jeremy officially did left CEC Entertainment after voicing Jasper. He was a full-time worker since the 90s, but he did left full-time position around 2015 to be a freelancer. And of course, as you guys may know, he was also part of Parkway Construction. Parkway is the same construction company that did the 2.0 remodels during the 2017 2019 era. He did mention that actually um, in the Chucky Khan interview about that he was part of Parkway Construction. Um, then after a while, they start going to Parkway and they start doing the refreshes and all. Okay, so as of today, it's been official that Jeremy is stopped voicing Jasper, and the role is now moved over to Alonzo Taylor, or I think I said his last name right, or Ronnie. And some people may or may not know him, but he's CC Davies. Um, if anybody remembers the old performances at the Menderson location, that was him and his brother Austin. Austin was also the one that did the animation for Puggets in My Pocket. Alonzo and Austin also did walk around performances. You might have seen them on the YouTube channels, especially Alonzo actually, because he did more with that because he's a freelance for the company, by the way. Again, Alonzo got a pretty good, interesting history in the book. Besides from that, he also performed in Sesame Street Live during some of the performances before I think he said he tore his ACL no, I think the year before last, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, he directed the music video. Like for instance, um, Friendship Never Ends. That was all him. He made the cameo in that one. He also directed Fun for All. I think he did Because We're Friends. Yeah, he did. He did Because We're Friends, and I want to say he also did That's a Deal. I did heard, and I'm not 100% sure about this, so I wouldn't know for sure. But I did heard that he was also looking in the position of being new director of entertainment. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. Honestly, that's what I was hearing, or at least I heard around people say that he'd be good as the director of entertainment if Matt Daniel ever does step down. Alonzo will be next in line. But yeah, it's a shocking surprise that Alonzo, oh hey Jonathan, that Alonzo is now the new voice of Jasper. Um, Now I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see where this goes. Plus, I not didn't mention this actually about with Alonzo in Austin, but of course, besides from the brothers um being part of CUC, there also was a part of, well, Austin especially was a part of Disney. If anybody saw Once Upon the Studio, that Disney Plus special, Austin, he was part of animation. There was another one where Disney celebrated Donald Duck's birthday, and I forgot what it's called. It was like one of those Hot Wings thing where like Donald ate like different chicken wings and stuff, and apparently he was part of that whole project. I think he was part of some other projects too. From what I heard, I think they didn't get credited for that. I could be wrong. I heard it didn't get credit. The animators did not get credit for that. And Austin also does performance as well, too. But yeah, Alonzo, um, great. Um, Again, it makes sense. The decision makes sense, and it's great. Is he gonna be better than Jeremy? Let's be honest. I don't think nobody can reach the vocal range that Jeremy provide after so many years of hard work he put into Jasper. Because again, he was Jasper. He made Jasper where he is, and it's to see that that he's gone. And again, the decision, that's his decision. Luckily, it's not Duke where he makes it stupid BS like, oh, I can't voice a character because it's against my sins or something like that. So yeah. I hopefully they don't do that either. If they do, then there's all hope is lost in the company. To be for 100% honest, I understand Helen and Munch is understandable sometimes, but I don't think so. I mean, he sounds just like, and this ain't his first time doing this either. Unless it's your first time hearing his voice, then hey, guess what? You're hearing his voice for the first time. But no, um, he actually does a really good Jasper voice. He done many various projects. I know there was one on Franchise Channel that him and Chad did. Asian. There's another one, and I think that was on Chad's channel, a Blinding Lights that him and Ronnie did. Ronnie also made this little fan-made podcast or podcast thing that he did years ago, and great. It was really, really great. So, if you have not watched those or listened to those videos before, then I can say you're obviously missing out because this guy, besides from being a talented performer, a talented director, and knows how to make nostalgic speaks out for the fans, then you're totally missing out on this guy's Jasper voice. Singing wise, I don't know how that's gonna work because again, it does kind of like we don't know if Jasper's gonna get a new song or they're just gonna let Jasper speak for a little bit. I mean, hell, who knows? We kind of noticed how the Brandon Shepherd uh, went. By the way, like when he was voicing Duke and people started loving him last month at the Volley event. Speaking of Rockfire, we got to talk about them too because some stuff happened this past weekend, but we're talking about the biggest news right now that's happening in CC history. So sit tight, folks, because we're going to get to that juiciness in a little bit too. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And also about Earl, which is funny, obviously. I thought Earl would be like the first one to go. And I told it Deshaun earlier today. I was like, I was hoping Earl would be the first one to go because I feel like Earl deserves retirement. if we're gonna be completely honest here, he's a great Pasquale, but let's be honest, Pasquale needs the backseat. Earl deserves retirement. This man been doing it for so long, and I feel like the only reason that he's still doing it, because the only good character that he's actually good at is Ronnie. Like, you can stop voicing Pasquale, and Pasquale can have a backseat in the show, and everybody will be mad, but who cares? Like, this man can't laugh anymore as Pasquale, and like, again, it's like it's hard for him to laugh after so many years. Like, you've been doing this since 1999, and that laugh can hurt your throat. And like I said, the only good character that he can do is Ronnie the Magical Unicorn. Now, I can obviously see Matt Daniel doing it. Obviously, I can probably see Matt Daniel if he wanted to try to do Pasquale's voice. I mean, hey, wing it. Maybe don't get Pasquale the backseat that he truly deserves. But again, I feel like Earl, as much as our childhood is fading away, I'm sorry, Earl needs to either hit retirement or or just give up Pasquale voice. Like, don't give Pasquale much lines and stuff or something. I don't know. I don't see Bob coming back anytime soon, and that'd be nice. But I don't think Ball's coming back anytime soon. I mean, if Ball comes back, we all know he's gonna come back for Barney the dinosaur. That's the obvious thing, because people know him for Barney. So I feel like if Ball have an opportunity to ever voice again, he's going back for Barney, and I don't think he'll probably go back. I mean, yes, you do have the Bob fans, but by Bob age, I don't think he can hold that vocal cord like he did back in the 80s, late 80s, in the 90s. I'm not gonna say Duncan either, because Duncan doesn't. He's doing his own thing. Um, Duncan's a different story. Who's voicing Barney now? From what I know, it was a fan. His name is Kyle. His name is Kyle. Is it Kyle? Oh, I forgot to use his name. Oh my god. And I used something years ago too. I want to say his name was Kyle, and his last name was like Durham. Was it Kyle? Or was it? Anyway, so yeah, I saw this dude like years ago, and I remember he like did this voice impressions and stuff, and like Mattel put him on. Corey, yeah, Corey. I don't know if Corey's still voicing Barney, honestly. Um, I don't know. We haven't heard anything from Classic Barney in such a long time, and I mean, I haven't talked to Corey in a long time either. Um, so, as far as last time I know, Corey was voicing Barney. He met Bob, and that's it. Other than that, I don't think they're doing anything with Classic Barney as far as I know. I'm not a big Barney fan, so I really wouldn't know. I mean, I watched like various of, you know, videos from like Barney Dinosaur, just like if it entertains me, like from those fans, like hardcore fans. I know Hedge on stage, he makes some great Barney videos, so I watch his stuff and be entertained by it. But yeah, I don't know if Corey still voices Barney, honestly, to be honest with you. I mean, we haven't heard anything, and Corey kind of, last time I know Corey, he was just sharing like the same reels with like his voice impressions of like Scooby Doo and some other stuff like Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam. So either Mattel is not doing anything with Barney at the moment, then chances are he's probably just getting an extra paycheck in his pocket. I guess, I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I mean, again, I don't know what Mattel got planned going on with Barney at the moment. And I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I wouldn't care, to be honest, because like I don't really tune into it. I watched the show growing up. I know Dean West, he got a cameo, so he's kind of getting back into the spotlight with his little cameos and stuff. So that's good. I know Duncan, he's doing his little Comic Con thing. I think he has one coming up very soon, and Bob does in the Comic Cons as well. So I mean, those voice actors are doing good. The guy who did the performance with Barney, he's doing well as well. So I mean, everybody's doing good. So everybody's doing good. That's great. That's awesome. Okay, let's move on. All right, moving right along. and I'm so glad you're in here too, Devon, because yeah, I'm so glad you're in here too, because last weekend, oh boy, what a year it is to be a Rockafire fan. And I know Shobasi Giles, hello, if you're still in here watching, he went to Billy Con 6, and obviously I gotta say Billy Con 6 has obviously been the best Billy Con ever to exist. I seen a lot of clips, people were getting down, the Maryland crew was getting on stage, getting jiggy with it, Billy Bob out here shaking his ass for the people. I'm like, god damn, they got here lit. Better than the previous Billy Cons. But, just like every great event, no, I did not went to Billy Con. I actually was talking to Bloody Miles like Loki next year because I saw how lit they got. I was like, fuck Loki next year. Like next year I gotta go. I'm thinking about it. Don't quote me on that. Oh, and Brandon Shepard was out there too, so that was great. But besides from the goody and all the fun stuff that happened at Billy Con, oh, you know, is there one thing I love about these con events? It's how always something bad happens. And ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to tell you is going to be no surprising secret. There was an altercation. Let's say that word. There was an altercation that went down at Billy Bob's Wonderland. And oh no, last year we got people stealing. Now we're out here throwing haymakers to the people. What is going on? Okay, so long story short, um, and to make this a really long story short here because it's kind of, um, so there was a community member. There was a community member, the name of Juju. Um, he was Juju is a longtime Rockafire fan. He has his own private show and stuff. He has his little company called Creative Engineering. He went to Creative Engineering. He met all the voice actors. But Juju has a difficult side, I guess to say. I mean, a special kind, very politics and stuff. Um, so there was an incident. This goes all the way back to last year, I want to say, but I'm not going to speak too much about last year. Um, so there was an incident between him and another fandom member, and this fandom member went on his Instagram story and started saying things about Juju, how how last year was really kind. Him and his girlfriend at the time, I don't know if they're still together, they were being really distant around so many people. He was being this overprotective boyfriend and stuff, not letting her go anywhere without his guard and everything. Um, Plus, also as well that as with Duke, he made these unauthorized CDs or uploads of videos of Duke singing to various songs to request for commissions, to help Duke profit since, he's out of the voice cast of the Rockfire. Um, Again, this is all without Duke's permission. And something about Charlie Kirk. So, Juju is very politician, um, needless to say. So anyway, this happened at the Saturday event. I want to say Saturday, yeah. This happened at the Saturday event. This Instagram user went up, pulled his phone out, and okay, so Billy Ball's got a brand new room. So I'm explaining like this. So they got a brand new room. It used to be where the help me out, Deshaun, because me and you were on the call with this one. So this where the laser tag room used to be at, if I'm not mistaken, and they added some new seatings. So in the new seatings, it wasn't a party room. No. This like where the laser tag used to be at, if I'm not mistaken. Because there's photos of the old bots from the previous location that was on display, and they added like new seating areas and stuff for people since last year there wasn't enough seating. So anyway, oh, and they added TV too as well. Yeah, the display room was the larger. No, yeah, the laser room area. I heard about the. I heard about that too, about the trampoline area, and I heard about the bounce house, but I think that's where all the previous stuff is. So long story short, the display where the old animatronic bots used to be at, that's where the laser tag room used to be at. So anyway, they have that with TVs and stuff, so people can like watch the live stream, whatever. So Juju, he's sitting down, and this user went ahead and started saying, "Charlie Clerk, we carry the flame or something like that, and Juju immediately pushed the camera out of his face, and is like the camera falls down a little bit, and Juju say, "Leave me alone," and just immediately walks off. Okay, immediately walks off. That's pretty much the end of the first video. And then apparently Miss Ginger somebody else at the con, because somebody else went ahead and messed with Juju. I want to say this was in the arcade area, and instead of calling this person a female, he said sir, and so apparently what it was that um, they took it outside, and there is no video of this fight whatsoever. So yes, he took it outside, and from this other Instagram user, he said that Juju punches like a girl, and he just shoved Juju, and Juju just immediately punched like a girl, and that was it. Again, there's no video of the fight whatsoever, and I don't think Billy Boss will have like the security footage of that particular incident. So of course, Juju gets banned or forbidden from Billy Boss after that whole night. And Victoria, for those who know Victoria, um, she also made a live feed the other night explaining everything that went down, because I texted her. I texted her Saturday night because it was going crazy on Instagram. It was literally going crazy on Instagram. Everybody was talking about it. People were sharing notes about it. People were reacting the whole scene. They got a shirt talking about "We love you," like "We love you, Juju," or something like that. So, anyway, apparently nobody's friends with Juju. At least that's what Victoria told me. And she told her side of the story. The live feed is not on there anymore, but she told her side of the story about what went down and everything with her and Juju. So, I texted Victoria because, I'm in the group chat with the guys, Deshaun, the other fellas. I'm like, guys, like, dang, I feel sorry for you because, he's going through all this and, deserve it and stuff. Again, this didn't get the whole full story of everything. So, yeah, exactly. This is part of the showbiz part of the family. Yeah. So anyway, so I found out that Juju he's not cool with everybody. So I found out Juju's not cool with me. So I'm like, okay, so what the fuck I did to Juju? In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, he's probably mad at me because I was on the interview with Demonic and was talking about Travis and Tabitha's relationship. At the time, him and Tabitha was cool. I mean, at the time they were cool. They were friends. And Juju and Tabitha was friends at the time. Okay, that's probably might be it. All right, brush it off. So it was not last year. I think it was last year. Victoria, I think she told me that she was coming down to Louisiana to go see Duke, and I was like, oh wow, that's great. I would love for you guys, to come. I would love to come with you guys, so I can go meet up Duke and stuff. Cause Duke was like an hour something away from me, and I remember she said that when she mentioned it to Juju, that she was gonna text me and everything to meet up with them, to meet up with Duke and stuff. Juju said he doesn't care about me. So I'm like, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. That was weird. Because again, I was like, oh god, this be so great. So, yeah. And then, yeah, like Deshaun said, he disabled his account. So now he's off of social media. And, yeah. So, that's great. That's really great. Get Duke to autograph his shoe. Yeah, Shoearoo. Yeah. So that's the whole story that went down. Other than that, BillyCon 6 was so much fun. Everybody had a great time. Yeah, he's hiding right now. Yep. But yeah, everybody had a great time. There was a lot of great rare shows that was played. hopefully they actually see the light of day. I didn't even know that they did. They did. What was that? What was that song called that they did for Janet Jackson? It's not Rhythm Nation. I forgot what song it was called, but I can't remember right now. That was one of the few rare ones. Like I said, Brandon, he showed up. He had a great time. Everybody was cheering for him. He did a little performance and stuff. Um, he also went to the other con that was in North Carolina yesterday, and I mean it's obviously been confirmed, but Brandon did confirm it yesterday. What I heard from road shows that they'll be making they're in making some new Rockfire show tapes, so that's great. We all know how Aaron is, so I do not want to talk about Aaron right now because this man over here is talking about AI like it's the end of the world. So great, which I didn't know. I want to point this one out actually. When I came back home um, Sunday and I watched and I sat down and watched that 45-minute video. Actually, I didn't know that they were using. I know y'all can barely see it. I didn't know they were using that same art. Let me move my finger. I didn't know they were using that artwork right there that Jack used. The Rockafire, the one that Dave Thomas used. I know you can barely see it, but it's right aside of the poster. I didn't know they were using that style artwork. After that, I looked back at the poster and I was like, oh shit, that is actually so fucking good. I gotta admit, I really, I'll admit, I'm impressed by Mr. Turner's work on that one, actually. So, but other than that, Aaron with the AI stuff was pretty interesting to say the very least. So that was a fun week I had. Thank you, Cheddar, for blessing my DMs with so much of that what that stuff Aaron did. But uh, I say Jack in my full respect for what he did. Actually, I kind of liked it what he did too. It was a nice little 45-minute video, just watching it over. So I'm like, oh, cool. And then yesterday, I want to say, yeah, it was yesterday he did the signing of the albums and stuff. So I'm, again, excited to see where it goes, I guess. So, cool. Um, ready to bring the freezer because it's very smelly. You want to shower? Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, the air conditioning was worse too. Buddy, he's not on here tonight, but our buddy Tyler, he went, him and his brother, and he said that the AC worked every 10 minutes. I said, oh no, that never fails. That never did fail me at all. So, but they have fun. They had a lot of fun. My friend Katie, who sold me these lovely artworks of Chucky, Billy Bob, and Missy, she went. She had a stand. Um, so yeah. The masks, yes, the masks are beautiful. Raw got an air leak as of right now, according to the people at BillyCon. Um, I mean, sorry, at Billy Bob's. The staff at Billy Bob's said that Raws have a leak right now, so they're waiting on the tech to come fix them up. But props to the guys for the making of the lovely mask. Besides Billy Bob's, Billy Bob's looks ugly as shit. Besides Billy Bob's, I hate his mask. I really do. It's just like '90s masks. They are the worst. It's like somebody went to Gulliver's and stole that mask and brought it to Billy Bob's Wonderland. If you know, you know. But yeah, '90s mask is horrible. I hate Billy Bob's '90s mask. Looney Bird needs a new mask ASAP. I'm hoping they can work with Jack on that one. Duke's mask, lovely. I prefer the Chimpy's one better, but I see why they changed it over to official. It looks nice. It really does looks nice. Um, so yeah, they did a really great job. They really did a really great job with that stage. And the Pinesville team, they went out and did their thing too. So great. It was great, really great. Performance was great. Like I said, Billy Bob out here shaking his little ass and ripping off his overalls and stuff and twerking to the people. And it's like, you know what, Billy Bob, you do your thing, buddy. You were out here singing about how you ain't gay, you never kissed a girl and everything. Now you're out here shaking your booty. I respect you for that. I don't care what anyone says. I respect Billy Bob for doing his own thing. This man out here, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Billy Bob said he's a free man after all these years. He got to show, teach them while they're young, Billy Bob. Teach them while they're young. Look, we can't, we got to get Billy Bob this pass. You guys realize Billy Bob said that he hates somebody's ass? Now we can't forgive him for that. But Billy Bob out here being a free man at his own con. So guess what? That's great. But we're not going to forgive him for pulling on somebody for whatever reason, and then he's talking about he hates someone's ass. I don't know who ass he's hate, but he hates somebody. But let's be glad that Aaron Fector is not in charge of the event, because if Aaron was in charge of the event, all hell will break loose. You wouldn't see the Chuck E. Cheese stuff at that convention. You'll see all Rockfire stuff at that convention. And we all know that if Aaron Fector was in charge of Billy Con and he made the rules or whatever at Billy Con, it will never be the same. Billy Bob will be turning into a straight shit show, and Aaron will be living up to it. That's why the Volo event was like kind of a bit better. Hey Ava. Well, you just Ava. But I think from what I heard that they're also, I think the team or the voice actors, the Tropical Cleaners, I guess we can call them Tropical Cleaners, they are going to be doing some new show tapes with Billy Bob. Jasper got a new voice actor. That's news. Aranzo. You know what? It's been a minute since I've done this. And before I want to get on to the next thing, I kind of wanted to do this. And I waited so long to do this. You don't know how long I waited for me to like do this here. So for old time's sake, and I need to get this off my system now that she's here. And opportunities like this don't get passed up easily. Ava! Ava, 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 Ava. Ava! Hi. Alright, so, actually, my good buddy here wanted me to take this next part of the segment to explain to you all, besides from that, we got 2 special birthdays here in the chat tonight. Excuse me. We got 2 special birthdays here in the chat tonight. We want to wish a happy belated birthday to our good friend Jonathan, and a happy early birthday to our good friend Cheddar. Now, he did promise you guys that he was going to get you a birthday show. But since you guys want to talk about the recent news and everything that's happening, well, what about we take a break from this little tangent discussion here, and let's play a birthday show. And boy, I think I know a good song. Happy, 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 happy birthday, birthday. Happy, 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 happy birthday. Jasper, what? That wasn't the birthday show we had planned. Oh, okay. We're having a birthday party. Today is a special one. Jasper? Yes. We can't sing that. I mean, you could, but... Oh, wait, we gotta reserve it for now. Okay, anyway. How can be... What is up with you guys love 95? Did you tell them? I didn't tell them nothing. I could have sworn you told them. I did not, Jasper. Then how did they know it's 95? I don't know, Jasper. Maybe it's the best birthday show we ever made. I mean, it is. My line is the best part. I'm just saying. But how do you know? I don't know, Jasper. It's crazy, huh? Um, yeah, it's weird. I mean, honestly, I was thinking about we were gonna play like the little the little birthday extravaganza thing. Wait, you mean the current one? No, 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 no. No one wants to hear that. No one wants to hear that shit. That shit is stupid. And no one wants to hear that stupid shit. That clack, 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 stomp, 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 kick ass. No, no. I mean, I thought we were gonna play like the Chuck E. Cheese birthday extravaganza. The excitement one that that excitement one that everybody gets up on their feet and stuff. But yeah, I get that, Jasper. Yeah, I know. But the surprise was we were gonna play 95. How did they know, Jasper? I don't know. I know. You know what? You know what? Okay, okay. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll do this for you. I'll do it for you. Stop texting the group chat. I'll do this for you. I'm doing it for you. I'm not doing it for him. I'm doing it for you. What? Yeah. Forget you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Jasper, what is with your brain today? I don't know, man. I've been stuck in that show for such a long time. You don't know how hard it is, man. Thanks, Pin. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what? Play the show. Play the show. Play the birthday show, so we can move on from this here and stuff. So like, let's play the show. My stupid plush arms can't get to. Are you clipping this? My stupid plush arms aren't getting to. I got you, Jasper. Okay. All right. Maybe stay right there, buddy. Okay. Ouch! You asshole! Sorry. Alright, as requested. And for this one, we're actually playing the Dave Robinson program. We're not playing Duncan's Goopy programming. Thankfully, that is lost, and we don't know what Goopy programming sounds like. Today we got Jonathan and Cheddar celebrating their birthdays.
Let's hear it for the guest of honor. This calls for a special celebration. Clap along, sing the song, and join our jamboree. Cause here to party down with you is your friend Chuck E. Cheese.
Shut up, everybody. Josh is on. No props? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That programming was not bad. I just wish that they say, "All right, right, we'll sing Happy Birthday." At least they could have added the props. But oh well, it is what it is. Also, I told Cheddar too about that as well. It's like, look, when I come back on stream, because I think his birthday is this week. I want to say. I was like, yeah, I'll do it for you too. Other than that, um, so now we got the birthday stuff out the way, and that was fun. Let's talk about another thing that was going on this past week, actually, because man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, 2026 is a year to be. Uh, this bitch always say you're gonna join the stream soon, and he joining it over with. God damn, lazy ass. But man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, this year is a year to be a fan of the greatest franchise that was ever made. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in the year of being a Muppet fan. We start out with the Muppet Show TV special, which praised great reviews, has great Emmys and nominations. Of course, as recently, we have the FIFA performance of the Muppets and Sesame Street together. I haven't really watched it, but I heard it was good. I heard there was like a few snippets and stuff. But overall, it was great. Props to the puppeteers for showing out and showing up. Great. As we're still patiently waiting on Disney to announce the Muppet Show reboot, obviously. But one thing I did not expect it to happen in the Muppet universe was, oh man, when the world said we need more Muppets, the world listened and it happens. So as recently, the Muppet Show pilot, yes, you heard me correctly, the Muppet Show pilot, not the Valentine's Day pilot, not the sex and violence pilot, no, no, no. The Muppet Show, the Muppet Show is, it's time to play the music. Yeah, that Muppet Show, that pilot has finally been found, and it has been documented and talked about. If anybody remembers hearing from the Defunctland series with Jim Henson, or of course from the that other series, God, I forgot his name already off the top of my head. It's been a long time. To but that tape of the first episode has been found. So long story short, there was actually two pilot episodes for the original Muppet Show that never made it airing whatsoever. Of course, the first one was the Julius Prowse episode, which that was the first one. And there was also one with Connie Stephen. The Connie Stephen one is actually still lost in time. Now, of course, like I said, we cannot upload it because Disney will take it down. But there has been a lot of changes in the original that we know and love today. Like, for example, the theme song. The theme song is very long. They have some interesting extended stuff. Of course, there is a promo type Fozzie puppet, and I noticed everybody has been noticing that lately because he doesn't have eyebrows. Might be another franchise that doesn't have fucking eyebrows. I can't think of the name right now. Anyway, and of course, too, which I know a lot of people did not talk about this. If you have seen it, you will probably notice it. Gonzo. Gonzo had a different voice in the first ever pilot. Now we all know Gonzo today as this whatever, daredevil artist and stuff. But when his first act, which again came from the first episode too, about eating a rubber tire, he had a different voice. But in the backstage scene, he is voiced by Dave Goes. Now, according to the Muppet Wiki, Gonzo is voiced by a unidentified person. So we do not know who voiced Gonzo in that first ever pilot. And it does not sound like the actual Gonzo voice from the first season. Because again, in the first season of The Muppet Show, Gonzo sounded so drippy and depressed and stuff. So that's I guess a lot of people kind of never caught on of hearing a little bit of. I know people said about Fozzie, but then that's literally from the cowboy skit, and that cowboy skit went to the first episode already. And there's some other noticeable changes about Fozzie too, is that in the first season he has a mouth mechanism. I know Disney Dan, he talked about it in his Fozzie evolution. Fozzie would have a mouth mechanism where he would frown, and there were scenes where um, and again, the first episode did have snippets that were on YouTube. And when Kermit was saying like, "Muppet players on PlayStation, Muppet players on stage," and Fozzie's like, or am I a Muppet player? And he's like, no, you're a Radio City Rocket. And then he just frowns and then he just runs off the stage. So we knew that there was the first episode. There were just snippets of it out there, and the full episode was going to be found somehow. Again, um, there was a lot of changes that went into that first episode that again I'm so glad they changed from the theme song. I'm glad they changed the theme song over because it was going a bit too long. We I mean Mana was in the pilot episode, but Mana was not the first skit, which is weird because in the first episode of the Muppet Show they talk about Mana, and if you know anything about Mana, it's a Muppet song classic. This dates all the way back to Sesame Street. A lot of people say, "Oh, Mana Mana first debated on the Ed Sullivan Show," but no, Mana Mana debated back on Sesame Street, and Mana Mana is not a original Muppet song. It's actually from Sweden, Sex and something else. So it's like part of a porno film, by the way. But this is the Muppets. The Muppets will sing anything about that. So anyway, that's the point. So yeah, in the first episode, Phenomena is the first skit, which they kind of kept the changes on that one. There was some backstage skits that was added in that I noticed too. Also from reading from the Muppet Wiki, Miss Piggy is the same. She is still voiced by Richard Hutt in the dance. And of course, with the Muppet Glee Club one, of course, she is voiced by Frank Oz. Again, Miss Piggy had two different voice actors in the first season, being portrayed by Frank Oz and Richard Hutt. And in the second season, all the way forward, she was voiced by Frank Oz. The more you know. And there was not a lot of like skits that were in the original like Muppet Show. I mean, okay, I think one scene I kind of questioned why this was in here was that scene where Animal was playing his drums and like a punching boxing glove. Yeah, boxing glove just immediately punch Animal in the face. And I was like, that was weird. Why would you? You know, that's so weird. But yeah, it's okay. There was another bit like Statler and Waldorf talking about like a cup, and that was also added. I mean, got edited out. Again, if you guys have not watched it, I recommend watching it. It's on archives.org. Uh, Definitely watching it full. You'll see a big difference between what the pilot episode and the first episode looks like. There's some scenes in the first episode that you can obviously recognize. I mean, Julius Prowse stuff has been kept in. You know what? I'm not gonna explain it anymore. I can. I'm gonna play clips of this. 'Cause I'm looking at it. So let me just play. Let me just show clips of what the performance is right here. So this is one of the good changes that they did edit out. I'm so glad. I forgot who it was at the time. I think it was Jack Burns, if I'm not mistaken. I'm so glad that they took this out because I don't like this. I don't like how he's like, our show tonight will feature a lovely song or two, and then it shows like a snippet of Rand and Wanda, and they're not in the rest of the pilot episode. Well, everybody else. Jokes you never knew. Look at it. Oh. Look at that, look at that. He got no eyebrows. No eyebrows. God damn.
A funny thing happened to me on the way to the theater. An old panhandler came up to me and said he hadn't had a bite in weeks, so I bet him. Sure, it's an old joke, but he was an old panhandler.
Keep in mind, this is way before we found out Fozzie had that whole funny voice and stuff. He was nicknamed the Kid in the first pilot episode, so this was when Frank Oz was still trying to figure out how to do this character. So that's why he kind of sounded different in this pilot episode, and then later on in the seasons, he sounds more like Fozzie Bear. And finally, we get to this part that I actually love.
So it really makes me happy to introduce to you Miss Juliet Brown. It's very nice to meet you. I'm pleased to say hello.
That search was good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Muppet Show. The whole gang is here and raring to go. We were going to open up the show with Sonia and her singing seal. But, well, unfortunately, the seal's got the flu. And to be honest with you, without her seal, Sonia doesn't have much going for her. But instead, we're going to open the show with one of the funniest young comedians in the business, Mr. Mirth himself, Fozzie Bear!
Oh, thank you. Oh, I love you. What a great audience. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm really happy to be here. Yeah, I just got back from a 3-week engagement in London.
Okay, I want to say this is where the season 1 Fozzie voice kind of took off. I could be wrong. I have not watched the Muppet Show in such a long time. But I want to say this is kind of where that season 1 Fozzie voice kind of took off. In a way, like later on in the seasons.
The engagement would have lasted longer, but her parents didn't like me.
Oh yeah, the ear mechanism
I'm
too.
already married. My wife is a title lady.
You can see the mouth mechanism
The
too.
heavyweight champion of the world. I wouldn't say she was fat, but when she goes swimming, she has to get clearance from the harbor master. What do you expect? I'm just a bear. You want last? Get a hyena.
How do you like the kid?
I'd like him better if he were doing a comedy act.
Speaking of families, I come from a really nutty family. Yeah. My brother went crazy trying to throw away a boomerang. Boomerang.
Terrible.
Yeah, get off this stage.
Oh, I'm ruling now.
Boy, the kid could use some new lines.
Oh yes, and also watch this scene too. What Kermit's about to do. So before they had the Kermit and Piggy relationship in the Muppet Show, Kermit does the unexpected.
Hey, Roxanne. I was wondering, perchance, if after the festivities, you would care to join me for an evening of gourmet delights and Terpsichorean artistry. Boy, am I food.
Really nice this here.
Sure. What are you doing after the show?
Nothing?
Well, how about a date?
Then I'd still be doing nothing.
Maybe I could use a new line.
I don't care what anybody said. Kermit was the ladies' man. This man was flirting with backstage dancers and stuff. I'm kind of glad they kind of took that niche, that little side of him into it. That's great. And he got declined by one of the dancers on the day. Really great.
You were coming in my office here. Oh, hi, Hilda.
The backstage is a mess. These girls just threw their costumes everywhere. When I began in the theater, we had respect for our wardrobe.
Hilda, when you began in the theater, the only wardrobe was a big leaf. Oops, Fozzie's finished. Excuse me. I gotta go introduce the great Gonzo.
Oh boy. Good crowd. Good crowd.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to present the great Gonzo, who will eat a rubber tire to the flight of the bumblebee. Let's all hear it for the great Gonzo! Thank you. A rubber tire.
Okay, like I said, and I got let's hear Gonzo's voice one more time.
To the flight of the bumblebee. Let's all hear it for the great Gonzo!
Shut up, Dookie.
Thank you. A Robert Hart.
So, like I said, in the first episode that Jack Byrne was writing before Jerry Jewell wrote, like later on in the season, he said that he wanted Gonzo to do these crazy stunts, and I thought Gonzo would be written off the show after the first season. I was proven wrong. So yes, it's again according to the Muppet Wiki, it is an identified performer who did this voice of Gonzo, and this is like you said, Deshaun. It's not funny. It's not funny that he looks depressed. Um, but yeah, like you said, Deshaun, he did sound depressed because that was literally, I guess, his character at the time. I mean, of course, he came from the Great Santa Claus, Switch, that puppet and stuff. But yeah, they made Gonzo like this depressed, sad character. I don't. It's really hard to say because, like I said, I've not really watched much of the Muppet Show, like talk about. But yeah, he was like this character depicting was like sad and depressed and everything. But later on, he kind of became the Gonzo that we all know and love. And but yeah, in this first pilot, whoever this voice character was, and it does not sound like Jim and everybody's thinking right now. It's not Jim's voice, obviously, but whoever this was did not sound like Gonzo. And thankfully, I mean, Dago's still performing Gonzo in this number, but yeah.
Robert Hart to the flight of the Bumblebee. Let's all hear it for the great Gonzo. Thank you. Hey, Robert Hart. Rifle.
Oh boy, I killed him out there.
Yeah, I knew something died.
Well, maybe I'm too hip with the room, Fry.
I'll never forget when my father took me to see the great Poco. There was a clown in the true tradition. Oh, the funniest.
Yeah.
No shit. For our visit, only floppy shoes, soaked about earthquake, and a pig bladder.
But I grew out there with nothing.
I know. You should try going out there with an axe.
Really tough audience, huh, Gonzo?
See, that's the voice in season 1 that that we will all be hearing later on. So at first it was an unidentified performer, but in the backstage part, you hear Dago's first line as Gonzo when he say Yugos, but I think in the first episode he says a bit different. He actually yells, but this one he just sounds so depressed.
Gonzo? Yeah.
Hey, guys. Hey, everybody on stage.
Here's that scene I was talking about. That was completely weird, to be honest.
It's intermission time. I'm going to get a soft drink.
You already have one right there in front of you.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know why that got cut out.
Miguel.
Well, it sounded like Statler and Waldorf also sounded a bit depressed too. They sound like they're dying, so maybe they wasn't getting that full voice like later on the season, so they kind of sound like themselves from the Sex and Violence pilot too. They don't sound so enthusiastic like how we know them in later on in the original run.
Yeah, that number you just did was beautiful.
This didn't change.
Well, thank you, Kermit. Hey, you know, I'm really happy to be here with you and all the Muppets. You know something else?
What?
I've never talked to a frog before.
We're just like anybody else, I guess. A little more jumpy, maybe. But, you know, we have our hopes, we have our dreams.
Well, tell me, what are some of your dreams?
Well, you may just think I'm gilding the lily pad here, so to speak. But as a tadpole, I always wanted to be a dancer.
Really?
But you know what they say. First thing to go on a frog are his legs.
And my Muppet player.
This the snippet that I was talking about earlier that's been online for like years now. To watch Fozzie's mouth.
No, you're a Radio City Rockette.
See, you see how he looks towards the camera. He acts Kermit. He's a Muppet player, and
No, you're a Radio City Rockette.
see his mouth frown. So in the first season, and I think it was this one, Yeah, it was this one because he did the cowboy skit. In episode 2 with Connie Steven, his mouth would be frowning. Then later on in the season, they took out the mouth mechanism and they only kept his ears.
Of course you're all the players! Where would they be without my astute leadership?
Hey, I loaded this recently.
The Muppet Players proudly present Cowboy Time.
Yeah, maybe you mean reach for the sky. This is a stick up.
There's a lot of different lines here, too, as well. What I want to do is actually what I should have done, but I'm probably gonna make this like a later upload. I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison video. Not side-by-side, but like a different comparison video to the pilot of the Cowboy Time skit to the actual episode to the Cowboy Time skit. Cause you like different dialogues.
Nobody panic. Everybody keep your money and throw your hands on the floor.
I think this got refilmed too.
For the money. How does that go?
What you want is our money, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No funny stuff or I'll plunge you with my 2 guns.
You mean your 6 guns?
No, 2 guns. See, I can only hold the one in each hand.
Yeah, 2 guns or 6 guns?
How can 2 guns be 6 guns?
Each gun is a 6 gun.
You mean I got 12 guns?
Oh, bro.
And that's it. That's the clip. But yeah, like I said, you can watch the full thing. It's on archives.org. There's 3 versions you can watch. But you know, since we are talking about Muppets and everything, I ain't actually going to play the intro. Let me find it. Here it is. This long, tiring intro.
It's the Muppet Show with tonight's guest star, Miss Juliet Brown.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. You'll see the greatest picture of the show tonight.
So let's just break down each particular scene actually. So I like how in the intro they had the same thing. You see the orchestra, the band. Okay, that didn't change. That particular part didn't change. Animal part did not change. Raw part did not change. Okay, of course you had the dancing girls. You had Janet, which I'm surprised they kept her in the federal theme song. Yeah, it's some other Muppets. So of course in the beginning said it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to raise the curtains on the Muppet Show tonight. Which got changed to it's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Which again, this is the pilot, so okay, makes sense.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. You'll see the greatest picture of the show tonight.
So of course you have Frackle, this anything Muppet Pig, another Frackle, and this anything Muppet character. So of course you see the strangest creatures on the Muppet Show tonight. So that got changed too as well. And look at this. Then you got the Rooster character from Berman, the music from Berman. And then you got Kermit. And you got Wayne and Wanda. And then you got the dancing girls again. But that got changed on and Fozzie did the jokes in season 1.
To be on the way to the theater, an old panhandler came up to me and said he hadn't had a fight in weeks, so I bet him. Sure, it was a joke, but he was an old panhandler.
That's what it's time to do, so it really makes me happy to introduce to you Miss Juliet Brown.
And that got changed out too. So much stuff has been changed. And here we are 50 years later, and The Muppet Show is still a cult favorite in almost every family household. But yeah, that was it. Like I said, if you guys want to watch it, I mean, it's on archives.org. I definitely recommend getting it a watch. Shout out to the team from Top Pigs for discovering this amazing discovery this past week. And hopefully we find some more Instant Muppet classics. And hopefully Disney does announce that we actually get the Muppet Show as well, because it's doing good on numbers and stuff. It's doing good on numbers, and I'm hoping we actually get it. So yeah. Also from that as well, of course, as not last Saturday, but Sunday before last, it also has been announced that Michael is now made $1 billion in the box office, and also that as of yesterday, has surpassed Super Mario Galaxy as well in the box office. And it's funny too. That it's funny because I seen that, and when Mike actually said that fuck Toy Story 5, and when Mike said, no, just kidding, no, I seen that too, that Toy Story 5 made $1 billion in the box office. I'm gonna watch it, not in theaters. I'm gonna watch it. I gotta do Plan B of watching it. Actually, that's where you come in, Deshaun. That's the point. But so yeah, when Mike said years ago that he was gonna see us in July, boy made his promise. Props to the whole team. They did a great job. I heard that part 2 is being filmed next year, and I know that's something we always excited about for part 2 in some cases. It's great. We just have recent footage to the past week of Jafar's performance when they was doing Bad of the rehearsal. Dude done his thing, honestly. And I know there's still this ongoing debate of like if Jafar was singing or was they doing the recordings and stuff. And I know there's a lot of clips saying that he was singing and everything. But yeah, he did his thing. I saw the footage of the Bad rehearsal for the movie, and man, like just watching it felt like Michael Spears really went inside Jafar's soul and just said he snapped that thing in one take, and I know that was the first day they filmed that too, all done in one take, and he did an amazing job, and I don't think anybody else can fill in those big shoes like that. I know his birthday was yesterday too, big 30th. I'm excited to see what the future lays for him. He's going places. He really is, and he's going somewhere, and he's carrying a legacy that will carry on generations after generations. So I'm excited to see what's next for Jafar and what's next for everybody else that's been a part of this whole project. I mean, we could sit here and talk about the nitpicks and stuff. What can part 2 has to offer? Are we gonna see the bonus? Are we gonna see the bonus scenes again? We could, but I just want to say, man, 1 billion. We already knew this was gonna happen. We already knew this was going to happen. I don't care what Lionsgate says. I really don't care. Lionsgate over here teasing talking about, oh, if this movie makes good enough, we'll make a part 2. No, you was going to make a part 2. Why are you teasing this? Like, oh, we ain't gonna make part 2 if there wasn't enough money. Like, I really feel like the marketing, not in the US, but the marketing overseas, especially those people in Japan, if you know anything about Japan and their connection with Michael, those people in Japan really popped it out. They popped out, they showed out, they did their thing. Overseas people did the great job. And I think Japan is the reason behind this whole entire thing. Everybody else overseas, but once it hit Japan, they already knew it was over with. People in Japan understood the mission. They went out. They especially went out on June 25th. And man, it again, great. I'm glad to see this movie made a billion. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the highest grossing biopic as of 2026, and that's great. I'm excited for part two. I can't wait to see where the story goes to. Hopefully, we get to see more particular stuff, like some other things behind the scenes. Fuck Chris, the audience can, yeah, exactly. I mean, look, Netflix tried to cancel it. People said, hey, fuck that. We're all going to go to the movie theater and go watch this movie, and we're going to cancel our subscriptions. It's like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The media tried, and it fails. They tried and they fail. And I could have sworn I've seen this. I think earlier today on Instagram or something. I don't remember, but it's great. And now, besides that, more biopics are coming out. I don't know if anybody heard recently, but Snoop Dogg is having his biopic coming out next year in 2027. And there was this video too, but when I get on StreamYard, we'll have to watch this on StreamYard, because I just want this to be this, nice, chill, refreshing discussion night. But it was about like biopics and stuff and everything else, about like musical biopics and everything. So yeah, apparently Snoop Dogg having his biopic. I know I discussed it before, but it's been confirmed that next summer, I want to say, moving on. So I heard that Snoop Dogg's having his own biopic next month, and I think the Beatles and some other people are also having their own biopics in the next upcoming years. So that's cool. But yeah, man, I've not watched Michael in a good while since I watched it at home, and I was gonna watch it this past weekend, but I really didn't get a chance to sit down and watch it this past weekend while I was out in Metairie. So again, I'm excited to see where the rest of the story leads to. I don't know where we're gonna end up at. I don't know if we're gonna end up at the 30th anniversary, or we're gonna end at This Is It. I really don't know, but shit, you gotta improve it in a way. But speaking with Shamichael too, I do want to take a little time to rant about the estate lately, because there's something I've been seeing going on, particular, and you know about this too, Cheddar, because we have talked about this as well. It's funny, buddy Mike, me and him were talking about this the other day. So apparently, there's a pattern going on here with the Michael Jackson estate, and if you saw my recent community post, you probably know what I'm talking about here. So it seemed like the Michael Jackson estate themselves is acknowledging the 3 trilogy Michael Jackson albums, aka people said the best Michael Jackson albums, because let's forget about the other ones. Ouch. They are acknowledging Off the Wall, Bad, and Thriller. We also know why Thriller is getting acknowledged. It's obvious. I don't have to explain it. Why Thriller is getting acknowledged, much love than it already is. If you don't know, then I don't know what to tell you. But Off the Wall and Bad, again, another 2 great albums, are great. But look here, exactly, where's the Dangerous love? Where's the History love? Where's Invincible love at? But no, Sony don't want to talk about that, because they know what they did to that album. And Invincible Anniversary is coming up, and the estate is going to blatantly ignore it. They actually have balls yesterday to actually post about Michael Jackson making the biopic making $1 billion. Wow, that's crazy. That's so crazy. There was a fucking post on Instagram I wanted to post. I gotta go find that, actually. But yeah, where's the other albums love? And Motown, props to them, by the way, they're actually doing a good thing, making money off of Michael Jackson's name. They're re-releasing, I want to say, one of the compilations on Michael Jackson's birthday. So that's good. At least Motown kind of understands their assignment. whatsoever. I kind of wish it was a bit different for Sony, but Sony's a whole nother ball game of a story, honestly. But that's not the point. Now, maybe okay. This is just my theory of it. Why we don't have those anniversary albums again from Dangerous, Invincible. Honestly, and there's a funny story to a coworker told me earlier, but I want to just talk about this first because I've been waiting so long. You guys understand how long I've been waiting to get this off my chest and just sit here and talk to you guys. Okay, so I feel like we probably would not get a Dangerous anniversary album because of certain songs on there that the estate does not want to release. And the reason I am saying this because if you guys remember the story a while back, somebody found a whole lost tapes of stuff of Michael Jackson songs of certain things that he was going through at the time. And the estate did say that they have the master copy somewhere in the vaults, but they do not plan on releasing it. There was a rap, I think, with LL Cool J, I want to say, but it's not Serious Effect, because that's on YouTube. But it was another one. So I feel like that's not it because the Dangerous era was kind of where Michael Jackson kind of did let loose and started cursing more and saying a lot of various swear words and stuff. And I know History was like his angry era, so there was probably songs from History that where he just felt angry at the most with the media. Invincible, I feel like Sony did not want to talk about Invincible. I mean, some songs did came from the Escape album were on Invincible, and low-key they sound like Invincible songs, like Slave to the Rhythm is one of them. And I actually do got something to say about Slave to the Rhythm, but I will get to that in a little bit too. That's what I feel like. That's where I feel like why they're not going to acknowledge those albums. Now, again, I could be wrong. I would love to have a full compilation of rare demos and outtakes from Michael Jackson music. I don't care if they've been found like years ago on YouTube, right? Like we can just easily find them. No, I would like to see that. Like if the estate actually wanted to make good money off of it, or actually, have a deal with Motown to say, let's make a whole full compilation of every outtake or whatever, from that time, it could easily work, and you can make banks off of it. On both ends, you can make banks off of it. Why they're not doing that, I don't know, but it feel like it's a good opportunity to do that. And again, yeah, exactly, yeah, they do suck at marketing the Invincible album. That's true. That's what I feel like. That's what I low-key feel like. A full compilation of like outtakes and demos of Michael Jackson stuff. I would love to see that. I really would love to see that. But then again, it's CSA, so I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, again, I know a lot of fans want it. I know a lot of fans really want it to happen. So again, that's just how it is. But it's a shame that like we get another thing about Thriller with cassettes and CDs and all this other stuff. And like earlier today at my job when I was going to the break room on my lunch, I see Off the Wall, I see Bad, I see the #1 compilation album, and it's like I started seeing them more lately. Then I also saw the Michael CD from the biopic too. I'm actually planning on getting that, but just seeing those is like, dang, where are the other albums at? Where is Dangerous? Where is History? Where is Invincible? Like, where those albums are at? Where is Their Love at? Like, even if you have to re-release them as like original songs or whatever, you can still put A Place with No Name demo still in the Invincible 25. It's not that hard. Like Thriller 40, Bad 25, you put in so many remixes and stuff in there, and people still got mad. But hey, at the end of the day, you're making profits off of that. So, yeah, that's just my 2 cents of a rant. Honestly, I just feel like the estate needs to do better. But then again, it's on them. It's on them. I know Paris Jackson is also still suing the estate, but that's a story for February. So yeah, that's just my little 2 cents of a rant here. But I do want to talk about Slave to the Rhythm because coworker he was talking to me today in the shop, and he's like, hey. It's gonna mess with your minds, I swear it is. He's like, hey, you heard of Slave to the Rhythm? And I was like, yeah, I heard of Slave to the Rhythm. He's like, he asked me what does the song mean. So I typed in what the song means and everything because I'm when I listen to music, I listen to the lyrics really clearly, and I kind of like understand like, okay, so this song means okay, this is what it means, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So anyway, I'm gonna type it up right now. But I gotta be more specific actually about who it's from too, because the internet can give me a different response answer like earlier today. So it says son of a bitch. Okay. This one here said that the song tells of a story of a woman who is bound by a relentless routine to meet the needs of her partner and family. A visit paints her dancing at night to fulfill his needs until he sleep, rising early to cook to ensure the kids get to school, working overtime to support her family, even when her efforts go unappreciated. Um, so he was like, okay, that's what the whole internet is saying. So he's talking to me like he listened to the song last night and he was singing along to it, and he was like, the song is clearly talking about sex and stuff. So I'm like, so we're talking about the lyrics and everything. So I'm reading the lyrics right now. So we were just saying the lines like, she dances in the sheets at night. She dances to his knees. She dances till he feels just right, until he falls asleep. And she dances at the crack of dawn and quickly cooks his food. She can't be late, can't take too long. The kids must get to school. And so I'm like, oh. So basically, in other words, we basically saying that this woman is a prostitute, and she just, yeah, she was a prostitute in a way. So that's really what we're saying, that she wasn't dancing, she was doing some other stuff until this fella like falls asleep. But I'm like, did not know that. And then once I started listening to the lyrics again, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And I know Michael, I know he's a guy that would definitely write in, sugarcoat a lot of particular songs, but that's what he said, and I was like, oh. So took his word up for it and stuff. So that part was definitely crazy to me to hear. So yeah. Google's, reading it here, it's saying that it's the story of tells a woman who's bound by a relentless routine or abusive relationship. I think I read that on Google too earlier today. It's something about some abusive relationship. And then he said that the song is about the girl having sex and stuff. So right here reading on Google, it said an overworked woman trapped in a relentless daily cycle, balancing domestic duties, family demands, and demanding jobs before ultimately seeking freedom too. But he thinks the song is about sex because of what Michael said in the lyrics. So again, this is Michael Jackson we're talking about here. This man can easily write one part of a song and say lyrics that to him sound so good, but then in the minds of others, it's like you can like the song, but once you listen to it like deeply into the lyrics and understand it, it gets to that point. I know the Google will say that it's not like a sex song, but uh, then again, I mean, just from reading it, like right from reading it right now, it just sounds like it is. And then again, I mean, nobody in the Michael Jackson estate, L.A. Reid ain't gonna say what it's really about and stuff, or um, Timberland ain't gonna say what it's about. John Break ain't gonna say what it's about. So I don't think anybody who worked it with Michael at the time would say what the song was really about, if it means that or not. And then again, I wouldn't be surprised if they were sugarcoating this in the song. I mean, again, this Michael Jackson we're talking about here. This man really did a whole entire song about women doing abortion and body shaming women for killing babies and stuff. So I don't think Michael was afraid to talk about certain things about in his songs, and never saw the light of day. But then years later, they kind of did. Um, I know Hollywood Tonight is like another prime example as well. Um, I think so. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you with that another day. For that, so yep. I was like, oh shit, let me just share this one tonight. This it'll be interesting. Um, but besides from that, besides from that part, let me tell you guys what the heck happened last weekend, actually, because I know I would have a chance to talk about this. Again, before we go on, I appreciate everybody for joining on in tonight, taking the time. I know it's been a minute. Anyway, it was a fun time, fun little vacation time off. I didn't get a chance to film, like talk about stuff happened Saturday night, and I get a chance to film. We didn't really walk too much Saturday night. I didn't film that big lot because the rain happened. It rained bad. Literally, the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday it rained. Tuesday I really did much filming. Wednesday I didn't do much filming. Thursday, yeah, Thursday. Okay. So Thursday, and I think what Cheddar, you know about this, and I guess Sean is still in here. You guys know what happened, and I was so close to making a post about this, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just wait until I get on stream and talk about this. So anyway, Thursday, last Thursday, I go, take a drive to New Orleans, take like a little 18-something minute drive to New Orleans, go, check out the Chuck E. Cheese, film the video there and stuff. So after missing a few turns, because I'm an idiot, I finally succeeded to going to the New Orleans Chuck E. Cheese all by myself. And let me say one thing, New Orleans parking there fucking sucks. Their parking sucks balls. Really, they do. Like, it's a small parking space, and you want to sit here thinking, this used to be a showbiz, and this is the parking space they got? Jesus Christ, Metairie got better parking space than New Orleans. That's not the point. I just want to get that out there. Okay, it's past 11, and I'm putting my mic on, got the selfie camera in the phone on, and are you going back to this November? Let me know what day, Matt, so we can like meet up and stuff. Let me know what day. Whenever you come down to the area, I'll come meet you too, whatever day that is. But let me know. If my schedule's free enough around that time, because my birthday is November also. So yeah, let me know for sure. Whenever that time comes, or I'll hit you up around that time. Hopefully I remember. It's like parking lot. True, but it's a pretty nice, outstanding parking lot. No, it does suck, dude. It really does. I forgot how much the parking sucks, to be honest. And I've never been there in a long time, so I pulled up and like, oh my god, they suck at parking. I was like, never mind then. But anyway, so yeah, I go in. I feel like the exterior, and my mind is like, I'm so low key nervous. My heart is pounding. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was like, and I know I talked to my tech. I went to the store Wednesday, the Wednesday before last, for the vacation store. I went over there and talked to him about like, I was gonna go to New Orleans. I was gonna film everything, and he told me like they used to be busy and stuff. Okay, that's understandable. All right, cool. You know, after I filmed that, I go in, my heart's still pounding. And I was like, God, freaking film this whole thing. I'm about to do this video and stuff. I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm like, let this not be a Metairie situation. Okay, I open up the door, I go in, and boom, there's a whole group of like a big summer group of people. And I told you, I think there was like a daycare summer camp group people. There's full black people, that's not important. So I'm just looking and I'm like, shit. Everybody's in the game room. I'm checking out, I'm looking at the superhero playground, and I've seen the trampoline, and I've seen a few of the bit of the changes, and of course, this family, they're ordering and stuff, and I'm just like, man, I don't want to walk in, I don't want to film, man. Yes, there were just black people in there, surprisingly so, yes. Yeah, I know. I said, oh, the black people showed up, and I was like, wow. Not surprising, it is New Orleans, by the way. But anyway, yeah, I go there, and, they noticed me too, and they asked me, do I needed something with a GM. Lori, she asked me, do I needed something? I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait till you finish. I got my phone on. A little bit hold. I think I have a mic on too. I turned up my mic, I want to say. And so she come talk to me, and so I proceed to ask her. So I'm like, you know what? Let me be respectful. I know they got people here, so I'm observing it out. I'm checking it out. I'm like, look, if I do this, I'm gonna just be in the showroom, and I'm gonna just film, order me some food, and I'm gonna just wait till the whole thing dies down. It just opened up. Okay, cool. So I tell her like, hey, I know you guys have like a group of people already. I was just wondering if it's okay if I can film. So she kind of looked at me concerned, bit of confused and everything. And I knew that face. I'm like, shit. So she's like film around. I was like, yeah, like a store tour around and everything. Okay, so she get on the phone with her manager. She walks off, get on the phone with the manager, walks like where I'm at, outside of the, in the little lobby area, from the register. I'm like, shit, like, please let me have a moment, because I got to talk to my tech. He said that it's cool for me to film and everything. So, all right, cool. So, she's on the phone with the manager. She asked me what it's for. I said, it's for my YouTube channel. And I had the shirt too. I had like the Spencer shirt as well also. I got turned down, guys. She said that they would not allow me to film. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I wasn't sad or nothing. She did apologize about that. And she was very, very nice. I remember seeing Lori too when I was there, when they had the three excuse me when they had the 3-stage. So I walked back in the car, and I was like, shit, man. Like, I got this really. I wasn't mad I took the drive. I'm glad I took the drive by myself. Yes, she was very nice about it. Lori's a great GM. She was very, very nice. I think she's a GM, but she's very, very nice. So of course I went back in and I said, hey, is there any way that I can, get in contact with corporate, or there's like a number or whatever, get in contact with corporate with. Okay, she wrote it down, the phone number to contact with corp, and she explained explained the situation and what's going on. I'm like, okay, cool. So I drove back home. I drove back to the house, and I called, and they're like, well, there's this voice in McDaniel, like different areas to call, and apparently if I wanted to make a claim or talk to HR, specifically I gotta wait 20 to 48 hours, and I'm like, I am not doing that. Like, I was trying to get to somebody for corporate office to say what's up with the filming and stuff. So, anyway, I went ahead and I called up Josh, or Josh the Loyal Star. So I called him up. I didn't know he was at the airport. Because he recently went to BillyCon too. Because I know Franchise was one of the guests over there and stuff. So I didn't know about all that till next day. But that's the point. So I know he has contact with corporate and he knows some ways around this and that. So I talked to him. I was like, hey man, you know, what's going on with corporate? Like, I was at New Orleans. They told me I can't film and everything. So, like, you know, what's going on? So from what he told me is that apparently Matt Daniels said to Josh is that corporate is becoming more strict with people filming content at their stores. What I mean is that they are not allowing content creators to go into the stores to immediately film any type of content whatsoever. So I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Again, this is nothing new to me because I know corporate been trying to take actions of this for a very, very, very long time. I want to say since like 2021, because again, you do have those YouTubers that do types of content that does either harass the workers or no, it's more than the 3M videos. I think it's more like those other YouTubers who do just anything for content. Again, this dates back to the freaking the conspiracy theory with the pizza stuff. People just go to Chuck E. Cheese and make like these random videos and everything. So it's like, okay, it makes sense. Everything makes sense. Again, I kind of been knowing about this since like 2021, I want to say. I think that's when it's kind of took action, like 2021. This kind of took a little bit of action, didn't go nowhere. But what I was told too, that the new CEO, Scott Drake, is becoming more strict. And of course, Chris, you know, he is not allowed to film at CEC anymore. Also too, because of his honest opinion about the artwork and everything. Also, there's some other things too. I don't know if you're gonna speak on that or not, but I'm gonna let Chris whenever he does another stream. I doubt he'll do another stream, to be honest. Actually, no, fuck that. I don't give a fuck anymore about that shit. From what else I heard too, as well, from a source, and I don't know if Chris can announce this or not. Do not be surprised if it goes live on the Classic channel, by the way. Chris is banned from filming at CEC. Chris is banned from filming at CEC for the summer. Again, I don't know if he's gonna announce this or not, but from the panel last Saturday, he has shared that he is banned for the summer from CEC because he spoke about his opinion about them destroying the artwork. But the part that gets corporate mad, he did not say, and I quote, in my opinion. So corporate got mad at Chris Ballard for stating his honest opinion about the artwork being destroyed, but not saying, and I quote, in my opinion. How petty can we get? Like, how petty can we get? Let's keep it 100. How petty can we get here? So apparently Scott Drake is becoming more strict with these content creators filming. But hey, if you're with a family and your kid is celebrating a birthday party or whatever, hey, look, you can film them. But us content creators, at least, you know, if you don't have a letter from corporate, I don't know how that's going to go, to be honest, because as far as I know, 3 people has letter from corporate. That's Liam, Taylor, and Chris. You can get banned from location. They can kick you out of that same location. Like that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So that's what I heard. That's what I was hearing about it. So yeah, corporate's becoming more strict, and they're not allowing content creators to film and stuff. So I don't know if it's gonna roll out very, very soon. To be honest, it's really hard to say. But so far is in the process, and I think it's gonna go through sooner or later. I don't know yet, to be honest. So, it just be on the lookout for it. I don't like I said, I don't know if Chris gonna go live. To be honest, um, I don't know when he's going back live because, uh, I mean, Buddy's over here. Is having fun on his classic channel, and stuff. So, you know, maybe he goes live on the classic channel. I guess you can see that. JT, I'm gonna just text you, dude. I'm gonna just text you everything. Hope your visit from Japan is great. If I don't text you, then I guess watch the replay. But yeah, I don't know if Chris gonna go live or not. To be honest, I mean the last time he went live was before BillyCon. So yeah, I mean so far as we know, guys, CEC is trying to ban people from filming, bro. I don't know. That's probably seeing why he's pushing the release so much on such championship. Yeah. Again, I don't like the idea that he's doing the the classics thing, to be honest. And, I mean, he's just doing it for the money, but hey, look, that's a story for another day, because I can talk about them two all I can, but look, guys, this is the return of the stream. We don't need to talk about them right now. We can talk about them another night. We can have another night where we can talk about our two favorite content milking YouTubers. Tonight is the return of the stream. Oh, this is the return of the stream night. Don't make me grab the horns and start ranting, because I will, but don't worry, my people. Don't worry, my people. I will get to them another night. Tonight is the return. How we feeling? Okay. I don't know, dude. I don't know if this rule gonna roll out or not. Like I said, all depends when Chris go back live. But you know, I mean, to be honest, it's not like this man could just go live anytime. Oh, speaking of which of CEC, man, let me talk to y'all about something. I cannot enjoy a good fucking vacation. Oh, that was something else I want to talk about here. What the fuck is wrong with this community? Not about the Gene Cram part. I don't give a fuck about Gene Cram, to be honest. I mean, oh well. But no. What was up with the community? I take a break from the stream, okay, and here we go. My phone is blowing up like crazy. It's flipping left to right. We are spreading rumors like a hot cake on the Sunday morning. What are we doing? I get the word that Toledo is closing. Oh no, wait, the one stage is closing. No, wait guys, the 2.0 store is closing. No, it's the one stage. No, it's the 2.0. No, it's the one stage. No, it's the 2.0. No, it's the one stage. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, what? It's like, I can't take a break from nothing. And I'm just like, man, when I told my people I was taking the break, the universe said, bitch, you better get your ass. You about to see what's gonna happen. Like, damn. I was like, damn. Toledo's closing. September. And then next thing you know, it was a fucking rumor, and it's like, God damn it, motherfuckers. Let's close some more locations, please. I mean, look, I'm honestly, you know, I hate to say this. I really do. But God forbid, please close more locations. We already have the recent news that AI Sloth World is going to open up in Plano, Texas. So that's great. It's not great. I was being sarcastic, by the way. But god damn. And it was so close. I was so ready to like make a post about that too. Like, we really did not listen to Michael when he said just because you're reading the magazine or seeing the TV screen is really factional or something. Like from Tabloid Junkie, I was so close to like making a post about that, but I'm like, no, I don't want to do this to the fandom. I low-key did. I really did, because like that rumor was so stupid, honestly. That was like one of the dumbest rumors ever. You know, like a big confusing party train. And I was so close to throwing shade, and I should have. I really should have. I could just imagine the fucking likes for that one. I should have just thrown shade at the fandom. Be like, man, y'all people don't understand. Like, nobody listened to like everything, and For those of you know type things. Like, hey, you know what? Okay, so Dick calls it help the company type money. Thank you. It does. Look at this case. I just want to have like TJ go over there and like fucking film and stuff and like send like stupid reels about like her 30th first birthday and everything. Oh no, look at me. And I'm about to start a whole rampage and stuff. Let me not. Let me not. Let me not. Let me stop myself. Wait, this is a good night. This is a good night. I'm feeling good tonight. See, look, if I start ranting, it's over with from here. But I'm not trying to go there tonight. You see what I'm doing? I'm trying to self myself up. I miss y'all guys. I miss when we do this. I can't do this tonight. I can't. Okay, sorry. My bad. We're trying to have this is a chill night. This is a chill night. But you're right. I wouldn't mind it either. I wouldn't mind that at all. But hey, I wouldn't mind that at all. So let me not. I'll do it. I'll do it again another night. But other than that, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. I know, dude. Those past few days, I was like, just like the more shit I was hearing from the community and from the world, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to get back on stream. It's like we're about to get busy in this joint, and I was like, man, I was like, where do we begin? And then the icing on the cake comes up with Jeremy being replaced. I'm like, it's like every time I come up, you like turn my phone. Hey, big news happening in the community. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait to get back on stream and we just talk about this. It never fails me. It's like I turn off away from social media and in a few moments comes back around and be like, hey, so this happened. And it's like, you motherfucker. Wow, I didn't know that. And it's like, the universe just comes right over and bends me down and say, hey, I'm gonna bite you in the ass. Like, you've been off stream for 2 weeks and this is what you deserve. And it's like, you're right. You're so right. But hey, y'all, it's good to be back. But yeah, that was something. Trying to think what else. Here. I know next month is August. It's gonna be the Awesome Mission Machine anniversary, so that's gonna be great. I can't think what else happened the past few weeks that happened. I'm trying to think, man. I had a whole list here of like everything that happened during the past few weeks, and I can't remember them all off the top of my head. I know Sal's birthday recently passed, so besides that, I can't think. I mean, you know, I don't know what else. There's something else I was gonna say. Oh, right. Right, there was something else I wanted to say, actually. Yeah, so, going back to New Orleans. I wanted to share this with you guys. So, Sunday, when I was bringing Cindy and Faith back home, because Cindy was driving my car, because she had work that Sunday, I was on TikTok and I seen this old abandoned place and I'm like, I gotta make a video out of this. Just because New Orleans Chuck E. Cheese is a failure, and I probably will never film like at a Chuck E. Cheese again because of that rule, respectfully. And I have nothing against the cast. It just CEC's on their BS. I found in a real abandoned Toys R Us in the New Orleans area. And I'm actually planning on making a video soon. I don't know when yet, but I am planning on making a video soon of this abandoned Toys R Us. This Toys R Us been there since, I want to say, the 90s, and it's been abandoned since Katrina. And right next door to the abandoned Toys R Us is an abandoned Big Lot, which, according to Tyler and to Dalton, that Big Lot used to be a Circus City area too. So that'd be an interesting one. I found the address where it was at. I looked up on Google Maps. I looked at the photos. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Like, why not? Why not? And I didn't know that we were going to have an abandoned Toys R Us still here in Louisiana. I know there's another one in the city. I forgot which part of the city of Louisiana was at. But yeah, that is, hopefully I can plan that trip soon. I talked to Faith about it. And I didn't get a chance to talk to Cindy about it yet, but that'd be a plan, man. Like visiting an abandoned Toys R Us in New Orleans, so that'd be great. Cause I want to do vlogs again. I just never really had a chance to do vlogs. I didn't get a chance to film with Karen. Like every time we talk, we talk about like other stuff, and I just never, like, I always bring my bag and the extra phone and the microphones and stuff. And I told her, like, you know, I'll be filming everything. And the last time I was with her was Thursday, and I told her I was gonna buy her lunch and stuff, and so I never got a chance to film with her. And I told you guys that I was gonna film with Karen, but hopefully soon I get back with her. It's hard sometimes to get with her because her schedule is so different. So hopefully you guys get to see a video with her again. It just all depends. Really all depends on how she's feeling, because she's something else. And then we talk about like personal things and stuff. So yeah. Oh, that reminds me too. So, I want to talk about the podcast, the talk show. So I see that the talk show is almost at 600 subscribers, and that's really great. I did recently, as of last Wednesday, recorded some lines for the 2.0 topic. I did a script this past week, week before past, and I started recording lines as of Wednesday. But what I'm going to do now, honestly, instead of waiting for this topic to be finished, which is going to take a very long time for it, my apologies, I am actually going to upload Liam's interview, because almost everything we had talked about is he already done, like seeing Rocky and, both the Man and Dog show, which, that was it. The Man and Dog show is going away as of August, which is unfortunate. Of course, to Rocky and the Ramble Rascals, he went to BellyCon 6. So I'll be editing that interview. That interview is finally going to get edits for it, and there's a reason why it didn't get uploaded sooner. And I wanted the topic to go out first, because I see that the topics do good on views, but again, the topic was going to take forever to make, and then there's some other ideas I wanted this topic to do, but I've been looking back at Liam's interview, and I'm getting sick and tired of hearing me and his voice for like constant 2 or 3 times watching it back. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna just take this out. Like, I'm finally gonna just edit this thing, and my whole plan was I want to do the topic first, get people talking about the topic, because topics do great on views, but I'm like, this is going to take forever to make, and I don't want to let this interview sit here forever and act like it's not going to be released. And there's other things in there that we also did talk about that I won't say much about. So after this past weekend, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm just going to edit this damn bitch. Like, I'm about to edit this now, because everything you guys have seen in his recent videos, we had discussed already in the interview. And it was either that, or I text Liam and say, hey man, do you want to do this interview again? I don't mind sitting down, hurting my back for an hour or 2 hours again. Like, it was either that, or I suffered back pains again, because I literally sat there for a whole entire hour with my back hurting. So, and trust me, I would not do that again. I'll probably do another interview like that again, but I would not sit there. I like how the stream just reconnected itself, so that never gets old. You guys still hear me? Let me know. Let me know y'all can still hear me. Because I forgot that these streams be reconnecting for some reason. Okay, for sure. So glad I caught that. That part I do not miss. But yeah, like I was saying, it was either that or I text Liam saying, "Hey, can we redo this interview because you got your Jasper, fixed up and stuff and all this other stuff." But I am not about to sit down for another hour and then my back is hurting me. I told you when I told you guys I did not feel like streaming after that interview. I was in pain. Like the moment I got home, I sat down in this chair and I felt pain. Like sitting there for an hour and my back was killing me for a whole damn hour. Like that's how you know I was not motivated to do anything. And I told you I was going to go live after this interview and stuff, but we talked for that hour. I sat on this chair and I was like, no. Like my legs, I stretched too after that whole interview. Like I'm like, never again. I am never doing that again. So I'm not gonna say you're probably gonna see some more interviews again. It all depends, but I was like, I dedicated myself to that, and it was great. But I gotta edit one part out. I know I said that Taylor was next for the interview, but I gotta edit that out because how she's moving lately with YouTube. Um, Again, I think that's one thing I'm gonna edit out. Actually, I'm saying that she's next and stuff because I don't think that will ever come to tuition now that she's making YouTube as a profitable hobby and this is how she is now. It's not something that I don't like seeing. So I kind of just distance myself away from that. So yeah. Um, So yeah, the Man and Dog show. They're leaving the promenades. That is unfortunately sad. Um, was not on my bucket list appearing, to be honest. Um, no, I never did. That interview, like, okay, I'm gonna explain that story. How Liam's interview actually did came to be. So there was no, she was the first person, and if you guys ever remember being on streams in the past, you will know like she was the first person on stream. I reached out to Taylor, and there was talks about it, but a lot of things came up. Like again, on my end, something came up. On her end, something came up. So it was kind of hard to do the interview. There was a lot of ideas that I had in mind to talk about during the interview. There was supposed to be a skit during the interview. There was supposed to be a cameo from Tyler in the interview when they was together. So there was a lot of ideas that was in play. But then again, schedules were not in talking about because from what I was told, not from Taylor, what I was told from Tyler that she does film like every single day, and he's right. She does film every single day. Um, then of course too, she was going through some stuff, and then I kind of just it just never happened. And so now she moved a bit differently from what I was seeing. Then some other stuff that happened. I don't want to speak about some other stuff that happened. And I was just like, fuck it, bro. I'm not about to sit here and just, she's not stressed by this. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm not about to just sit here and then wait for you to be like, when we're going to do this interview, blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you what days I have off and stuff and how we're going to do this and everything. I'm like, no, fuck that. They're like, not about working around your time. I'm working around, like, my time. So that's how I reached out to Liam. I was like, hey, man, do you want to be interviewed for the podcast? And he's like, sure. So I was like, okay, well, let me finish this topic first, and then I'll get to you. Then I was kind of like, fuck this. I was like, let's do this interview first, and then I told Liam, hey, after this topic, I'm gonna get to you. And then now the topic's taking forever because I don't really have that much motivation to really push out this topic, like talk about. Now I'm like, Liam's interview is first. The thumbnail is finished. Shout out to Ethan for doing the thumbnail. All I gotta do is edit his interview, and that's completely done. So that'll be the first video of 2026 to come out is Leon's interview. Then hopefully by next year, you guys get to see the new topic and some other ideas I have in mind for the show. Because I want to make this the basic comeback season ever. So I have some ideas. I do not want to speak on them right now, but when the timing is right, you will guys get to know when everything will come together. So I don't want to speak on it right now, but at a later date, you will find out, because there is going to be not gonna say which stream, but there is going to be a stream where I'm gonna ask for your guys' part in something, but I don't want to speak on it right now. So yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out. And then when I'm ready to talk, then you guys will know, because I want you guys to be part of this topic too. So definitely stay tuned. Stay tuned for that announcement. It might be on StreamYard, to be honest. It might be on StreamYard. I might make the whole announcement, but that's what's up with it. I tried editing last night, but I don't have the intro, so I gotta look for my flash drives to see where the talk show intro is at, actually. So I gotta edit that, and I'll edit Leon's interview too. Like, I deleted every file from the top 10s stuff, because I'm gonna work on that later, at a later date. But I'm gonna get this interview out the way, because I feel like we're at 600 subscribers. I mean, we're almost at 600 subscribers, and I feel like, damn, people need to see this talk show interview and stuff. So yeah, I just need to get this out the way. As long as this out the way, then it's like I can work on the next project, and maybe I'll probably do some more interviews. I don't know. I really want to focus more on making good topics, because I don't want to be like desperate like another YouTuber. I'm sorry. I don't want to be like desperate like another YouTuber and like make videos or like interviews and stuff. Like, I don't want to do what season 2 was about. I don't want season 2 to be. I mean, I want to. I can't even talk. I don't want a repeat of season 2 of like interviews after interviews after interviews. No, I want to do topics, because I've noticed lately, and I've been watching this GUC video a lot lately. I don't know why I've been watching that video, and I started watching. Oh no, there's a third one. There's a third one. That's why I said desperate for interviews and stuff. But sorry, I can't help myself tonight. All right. Anyway, but yeah, I've been watching back that video lately and some other videos lately on the talk show. I'm just like, damn, I really miss it, And I just see that. I really see that topics have been really doing good lately on views, and it's like, wow. I gotta make some more topics. I don't want to make interviews. I don't want to do interviews no more. I think I don't want to do interviews no more, because it all depends on people's timing and like what to talk about. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna just make topics. I'm gonna make topics that can get good on views and people enjoy more. Because I feel like people enjoy more topics than interviews. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I don't know. Maybe you guys prefer both. Who knows? But again, I'm just gonna test the waters, see how Leon's interview goes. If it goes good, then you guys probably will get to see more interviews again in the future. There's a few people I have in mind that I want to interview. It just, again, all depends on timing. If not, then hey, topics after topics after topics, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, the Man and Dog Show. It's a shame that they're going. Hopefully, Andrew can find him a brand new home, too. Which I'm probably gonna make a little extra spot. That was another reason why I want to edit that interview too. Is like I want to make I'll do something in that interview about the Man and Dog Show, because there's a lot of things I gotta edit out too as well. So yeah. But, you know what, guys? This has been a really fun night, and unfortunately, it is time for us to go. Again, thank you guys so much for joining on in the stream. It has been a lot of fun, especially, we're just sitting here, we're chatting, we're talking. And seeing the old room again is amazing. Like, nothing changed over here and stuff. But before we go, I want to play one more song. And this particular one I want to play because as this past last week, it was Sal's birthday, and of course, I didn't get a chance to make a post about it, and I was forgiving myself for that too. This recently, Sal's birthday did pass. Happy late heavily birthday to Sal. Thank you for all that you've done with the Rockfire. His talent, his voice will forever live on forever. I know Sully made a whole entire video, so we'll watch that on StreamYard another night. But you know what? Since we played a birthday song for the two birthday boys, the two birthday stars in here, what about we play one more? And this one is a great emotional one, whether it's your birthday or not, because this message has a great one behind it. Let's play. If I can find the right version. Let's play Sal's birthday to end out tonight's stream. How do you guys feel about that? Play, how are we feeling? Sal's birthday? Okay, I take that as a yes.
Job floor is appropriate.
1 second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for our grand finale on the return of the stream tonight, Sal's birthday.
Okay, here, see this circle? Stand in this circle. Okay, face the microphone. And